Hello there, that's gonna be Dracula Throw playing arm vehicles on Swirly Rock. So yeah, let's see what is going on there. So there is only one max at this map at the start, but it's pretty like 3.4. It's pretty big one, so yeah. Don't need much more metal. Okay, so first thing, okay, you are adding queens, but there is not much wind currently, so it would be better idea to start with solars. Because yeah, you just want to get your lab up faster, and you want to ideally have full energy when you finish it. So lately I prefer to just make 3 solars, or if the wind would be very good, then maybe some winds, but yeah. Like it wasn't really worth making this 4 winds because it's like starting wind wasn't that good. Okay, but at least you have a bunch of reclaim here. That's nice that you're taking it. Let's see if you boost the con. Okay, and constructor goes to the max. Okay, that looks good. Although, yeah, that's also a thing to consider, that maybe instead of like going for the lap immediately, you could go for this max and build up here, because it's only a few steps, and you would have a bit more metal. Let's see how much this guy has. I guess the difference is not that big. Okay. All right. Boosting bunch of bits. Okay. Let's take maybe your view. Okay, so first thing, okay, you are making the radar, but like you are sending them here, right? But you don't have vision anywhere. So if there were like ticks going, like around you, you would have issue because like I wouldn't go so far forward until you get the radar. Because if you are here and the enemies come from here, and then you have issue like reacting to that. So like take it slowly. It's like you are not really gaining anything by staying here with your unit, but you can lose like a bunch of maxes or something. Okay, so I are doing the wins at the base. Okay, and the second constructor. Okay, that's good. And making a construction turret. Yeah, I wouldn't go for this construction turret just yet, because it takes ages. I would just grab these maxes first. And yeah. And thing to consider would be to make... Okay, you actually made a constructor to get this. Okay. Okay, so there's some pawn attack. I guess he's not really doing that much here. Okay. So, okay, commander moving forward. I mean, I would go like here, not to the middle, but I guess it doesn't really matter for now. I thought this guy is already at the front. So, but I think, like, I feel like it doesn't really matter that much. Maybe I'm mistaken, but personally I don't like rushing front. Just steadily take all your maxes and make sure that they cannot deal any damage to you. And yeah, that should work. Okay, so you had bunch of like walking around with commander without doing that much. I think like going for the nettles here doesn't give you anything, because if he gonna bomb you, that's gonna be your wins. Like, and you don't need to like just make one and be done with it. Okay, so I'm making wins. Yeah, they are making overbuilding this nettles. Like one bomber, you don't really need that many of them. Okay, there are 2, but still, like 2 nettles is like a lot. And 3 is kinda overkill. Okay, because if everyone makes 1 nettle, then this bomber will die eventually, so that's all good. Alright, so we are having no lab right now. and making it on the closer to the front. But yeah, because you made this construction turret here. Okay, so what you could do better is like if you have construction turret here, then make sure that all of that is in range of this construction turret, because I assume that's why you made it. And yeah, you are floating a lot of resources right now during this like transition to the front. So maybe before you did that, it would be a good idea to make more constructors. Because like you are floating too much metal and it's not really optimal, because yeah, it's just kinda shaky start, I would say, right? Because you don't have enough build power basically, like to make this move out. Because for example, I make forward lab when I already have like 2 turrets or at least 1 on the front, because then you actually like you make lab, but you don't have any build power, so you have to make build power and then make units. So it's better to get this first, maybe some defenses, right? And then the lab. And yeah, and you could have like more constructors making stuff at your base. But yeah, I guess that's stabilizing right now, slowly. Okay, I like that you don't like build your base across whole map. That's yeah, that's much more safe than having like everything in one place. I like that. Okay, now you are adding much more constructor, but I would say at this point you are kinda pushing it, because it's a lot of time without making any units. And if he had amassed army, then you wouldn't have anything to react. And yeah, you already have a bunch of rocketries and everything. So it's gonna be harder to set up your defenses. Where is the middle? I guess this is like a middle. This before maxes. Yeah, this gauntlet is, yeah, I would say too far behind. Let me think, because you are fighting here. Okay, you cannot put it there. Yeah, I wouldn't go for a gauntlet here, because you actually now need units to push him back a bit. Because you just make bunch of tanks, you could like, or I don't know, like a regular army, you could push it back. And then if you made the gauntlet here, that would be actually good, because you would reach his base. But this gauntlet kinda, like, you know, it kinda covers these 2 maxes, but it's not even hitting this like defenses of this guy. So yeah. Okay, I'm making a run by. I guess you are focusing on it right now. Okay. Yeah, I like that you are looking at the whole map. Yeah, that's very good. Like microing your unit from high view, that's very good. Okay, so this guy kinda fed a lot of metal to you, which is good. At least your gauntlet didn't die. And yeah, for this, yeah, I would just make the like queue them to go around the maxes, because they kinda kill them while they go, and you don't really have to focus on them so much. Yeah, but yeah, that's very good damage, a lot of damage. That was a good play. Alright. So what is going on here? Okay, you are working on this gauntlet. I guess you could assist it with the commander, that would help. But yeah, this is, yeah, I wouldn't just go so far forward with just like few whistlers, because they kinda suck if something like runs into them, right? Though that's kinda risky. Like you need some. With whistlers you make a ball of them and kinda play it safe, so they don't die. You just harass for free. But I guess it's working out for now. Okay, gauntlet. Okay, it's finished, but yeah, it has nothing in range, so that's what I was talking about. Okay, it's like prevents them from coming closer, but it's not like they are closer. So if you had like 5 tanks instead, you would be able to just push. Or make it more far forward, and then you would like push the brown back. Alright, so what's going on the base? Okay, advanced solars. I'm not a fan, but I guess yeah, I should guess it should work. Or maybe, I mean, if you have so much wind, I wouldn't go for advanced solars. Just make more storages so you don't run out, and then you will have a fusion. Okay, I see that you are getting T2 constructor. Yeah, it's walking here. Alright. Nice, kinda sucks that the airplay didn't transport because his stage takes ages to walk here. But yeah. Okay, so you are reclaiming, that's good, and keep making Januses. Now I think at this point, because like you push them back, right? You got a bunch of metal, you have your T2. Okay, yeah, actually reclaiming this gauntlet now. Alright, so yeah, that's what I was talking about. It didn't do anything. Okay, you should really take this max, and I would try to like fortify this, so they wouldn't be able to push you. Okay, so not reclaiming after all, right? So make like construction turrets here and make some defenses, claim these maxes, and then you can just chill and go for T2. Because like you already pushed them, did a lot of damage, so they kinda, you know, scrapped. So it would be better to just turtle up a bit and try to like push this advantage. Like more dragon claws and things like that. Yeah, so it would be like impossible to push into you with this army, or rather not worth it, and then you would have time to just scale up for free. Yeah, okay, so okay, you have this nicely queued up, so that's all good. And yeah, and I feel like yeah, at this point, because it's like they have a lot and you are fighting kinda two guys, so pushing into it's not really worth it because you already have advantage, right? So yeah, I would just chill and try to like go into T2 at this point. Yeah. Okay. So I actually adding some more defenses and finally taking this max, that's good. I think, maybe not, no, whatever. Don't mind me. The one trick which you could use here is that if he has rocket bots and you put walls in front of the max, the rocket bots won't be able to hit the max because it's kinda low. Right, so walls protect it. So if you put bunch of walls, then rocket bots cannot kill your max. Yeah, I wouldn't walk commander into that. Yeah, it wasn't worth it at all. Yeah, because now you don't have commander. So yeah, you kinda lost commander for few units, which you could just degun. Or just walk back, so yeah, it wasn't worth it, that's an issue. Because now you don't have anything to defend with. And commander was kinda yeah, forcing them back a bit. It's better to move him back, make a jammer, like you make a jammer, where is constructor? Where is the jammer? Yeah, you make a jammer here, right? And then you can just cloak commander in there, and they just cannot attack you because they cannot kill the jammer because he's outside the range, and they cannot come closer because there is commander which will degun them. So yeah, that's better idea. Instead of like combombing few units, yeah, it's better to just make a jammer and hide commander and degun them. And yeah, you should really work on reclaiming all of that. There's a lot of metal. Okay, so the issue here at the base is that you got your T2 constructor a lot of time ago, and he's alone upgrading your maxes. So you should really make like 3 constructors and assist him to get this done faster, because you really want your maxes up. quicker. Okay, so green is nicely pushing 52. And yeah, 14-minute mark, yeah, it's kinda late. Yeah, you really should go for the T2 earlier at this point. Like, you have a lot of meta here, you can fund your T2 lab from this meta, right? So there's no point in like spamming blitzes at this point. Okay, so actually the airplay kinda dealt a lot of damage here, but at the same time your echo play is kinda dead. So yeah, that's how the lane maps go. Okay, now we are going for T2 lap. So yeah, if you did it like 4 minutes earlier or 5 minutes earlier, you would be able to, like, you would easily push it. So I think that was the main issue at this point, that you kinda, yeah, you kinda were late with the overstayed in T1. Okay. So let's speed it up. So what you're doing here? Bunch of consoles. Okay. What is the plan here? Okay, so now we are assisting the T2 constructor. Going for the bulls. I don't know if the bulls are the like right answer. I mean, it's not really the unit which you spam, I would say. Okay. I mean, you don't have much energy. I feel like the making like Jaguars, just Jaguars would clear this much easier than bulls. Like make 20 Jaguars and you would just like do the same thing which are doing with blitzes, but better, right? Because bulls are expensive and you kinda, you know, cannot attack with them that much, because you also don't want to lose them on his side because it's a lot of metal. So it's kinda slow push thing. But at this point you were in position to just like rush him with Jaguars. And yeah, when you see the bombers, yeah, I wouldn't, I mean the flag, okay, but it's kinda late and you don't have energy. If you have vehicle labs, I just go for the flag trucks instead of flag turrets, because flag trucks are great and they are mobile, so like make few of them. Wait a second, how much do they cost? Yeah, for 50, and it's yeah, they are 2 times cheaper and they will easily clear this. Yeah, they will easily clear these bombers. All right. Nice, so yeah, you shouldn't make blitzes at this point. Like, you can make Jaguars, there's no point in making blitzes. I would just get rid of this lab and do the bot lab instead and make sticks for a spam. Because now you're kinda like rushing these blitzes into all of that is kinda feeding. Because you are just rushing into his defenses like for no apparent reason, right? It would be better if you just make some bulls, make some Jaguars, make 2 starlights and like slowly push and kill it with the starlights. Because like you don't have to lose any units here, right? Alright. Oh, and yeah, ambassadors. Make like 2 ambassadors and all of that is dead. Like no point in just throwing your units straight into his defenses, right? Okay, so how is your economy going? Okay, so now you made all the maxes, okay. I mean, you have energy, so you don't really need this fusion. It would be worth considering, like, not making it. But if you stop producing these T1 units and just focus on T2, and not only on bulls, but like something faster and long range, you would be in a much better spot, I think. And few flag tracks, because like eventually air player will come to stop you, right? And I hear snipers, So yeah, you really need some. Yeah, I mean ambassadors are good against snipers. Okay, there's long range artillery, that's an issue. But yeah. Okay, I'll just speed up and see what is going next. I kinda stuck on bulls, I think that's the issue. Because they aren't like the best unit to just spam, because it's hard to push with them. Because you have to take damage, right? Better to have some long range. Then this is like the worst possible way of building fusions with converters. It's like, please kill me with one tick. Never did that. Never do it. Like, please, never do it. Okay. This. I'm wondering if you need this shield. Where is this? Okay, so he's spamming them here. He has you in the range, I guess you need it. He's spamming a lot of these long range plasma cannons. Okay, so this guy trying to push, but without the front line. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, at this point, I think I see like 3 main issues. At start, your like transition to forward P1 lab was kinda shaky because you didn't have build power. And you floated a lot of metal for a pretty long time. So yeah, I would make more constructors before you do it, or a few construction turrets at the front, because yeah, otherwise it's very slow and you kind of exposed, like, because if they just made the army and rushed you wouldn't have anything. And secondly, after you like push them, you gained bunch of ground and bunch of reclaim, and that's good idea to just chill and go for the T2. And because the issue here is if you push like hard, you are in the middle, right? Then everyone will just attack you, and like you cannot just win with like, I don't know, 3 people at once, right? So it's better to just chill and scale up or take up. Another thing is that this combo with commander was really not worth it. It's better to just make jammers behind and hide your commander in jammer so they just cannot come closer because you will dig on them. And yeah, you shouldn't build blitzes for so long after you made T2 lab, because it's kind of a waste of metal. And like instead of rovers, you could just go for the ticks because they are cheaper and like do the same thing. And even better because ticks are better than rovers. And yeah, in T2 lab, yeah, spamming bulls is not ideal. You don't want to spam bulls. They aren't that good to spam. Let me lower the volume a bit. It's kinda loud. Alright. And maybe better music. Okay. So yeah, now you're kinda pinned down by these LRPCs, but I guess it's cool. Yeah, so another thing you could do, because there is a lot of defenses, a lot of everything, instead of like pushing that, like have some army here to like, they know that you are here, but go like with these guys, like instead of going alone, just go with these guys and help them, because like they have bunch of like long range and you have bunch of tanks, so it would pair nicely if you like supported it. Okay. And yeah, also pushing bulls into shields is also an issue, right? Because like you cannot shoot into that. Okay. So yeah, you have to, yeah, because he's killing your maxes with LRPC, so that's an issue. At least you are rebuilding it, which is good. But yeah, kinda shaky. RIP. Alright. Okay, so I think at this point, yeah, you really should stop making army, to be honest, because you are not really achieving much. So it would be good idea to just stop this and scale up. because like clearly you are not gaining any ground, so it's good thing to reconsider and like stop pushing and try to scale up into like, because you don't have enough stuff, right? Okay, but yeah, but at this point it kinda looks lost, I would say. Yeah, because like each line is not really gaining anything, and Marauders aren't that great. But yeah, now they all just pushed, and yeah, because like for all this time they were like not pushing, they were probably scaling up. Let me see, how is economic doing? I guess it's not that big difference. Okay, that's kind of surprising. But yeah, basically, yeah, you were pushing a bit too much into defenses, because it's kinda, you know, you are just feeding metal, like why you don't have to attack the defenses, and it's better to like look on the map and see if your team is pushing and just help them, because if you know, like more people going one way, it's easier to make a break, and if you like make a break and kill some bases on the one side, then they have big issue, right? Because the front is much bigger than. So yeah, too many bulls, not enough echo, I would say. Yeah, adding converters, but you don't really have that much energy. You are like on the 0% conversion. And yeah, I guess that would be, because I don't think anything relevant will happen later. But yeah, if you fix these early issues, like with transition to forward lab, like not losing commander and going for the T2 earlier, I think it would be a very good spot, because if you went T2 earlier and just went for Jaguars and like made a ball of them and pushed into them, like ignore everything and just push into them, you would just kill them probably. So yeah. Okay, so will he kill the Echo? I guess the Marauders doing the job. Nice. Okay, so that looks much better now. Okay, yeah, I will just finish at this point. Like no point in tagging it. So again, to sum up, firstly, make more build power early. To like don't stall on metal so much and be to have easier time expanding. Like in the very beginning, take a look at the wind, and if it's like around 0, then don't make winds and make solars instead. And it's a good idea to have like full energy bar when you finish the lap, so you can boost the constructor immediately without stalling. So that's a neat trick. And it's kind of easier here if you have the reclaim, right? So, not whatever. Okay, so this, and when you send your unit forwards, yeah, I'm not a fan of that, because if you send your units forward, you don't really have much vision, and it's easy to like go around you into your base, and you have to run back. So yeah, I prefer to have like, if I have radar here with this coverage, then I have units here. Because if something comes here, then I can react. And if you have units here, and then you cannot catch them, they will reach your base before you come back. So that's something to consider. And yeah, after you like push them, kill their stuff on the front and reclaim it, and that's a good idea to just fall back, fortify a bit with like good defenses, but not too much. For example, this long artillery, it wasn't that great, and yeah, and just go for the 2, because like there's no point, at least especially in the middle, there's no point in pushing, because like everyone will just go to stop you, and yeah, it's not gonna work. Like on the bottom you have only few people to worry about, so that's better, and you can actually push, but in the middle I wouldn't do it. And if you want to push, then just like now fortify and go to other lane and push it back. For example, you push like, let's say front is like that, but you pushed here, so you don't go forward, just go back and, for example, help this guy push here, and then maybe help this guy push here, and you just kinda push front a bit, and whole team has easier time. So yeah, that's gonna be all for this review. Hope it's helpful, and yeah, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and see you in the next one.